a member of the media unit of the governor-elect, Dr. Alex Oti, joining us virtually. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right, let's get into it. The inspection of the Port Harcourt Road, definitely, I'm sure you are aware of what we are talking about this morning, wherein your principal and the construction company wants to take a good look at that very road. What is it all about? I mean, Abians are in suspense and would want to know what may have led to that and what is behind it, really.
Okay, thank you, Chibuzo. When you say Abians are in suspense, I'm trying to really understand exactly what you're saying. Is it that Abians are in suspense, or that a particular group of people, is in suspense?
Well, I'm certain you're not asking me a question, sir. I said Abians are in suspense. They do not know what that really is, and that's the reason we have you this morning, to a little bit explain what is really happening.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. When you say Abians are in suspense, I don't really think that is the appropriate way to put it. Abians are yearning for progress. Abians are yearning for development. Abians are yearning to move forward, and any semblance of that, will naturally excite the people. So I don't think it's so much about suspense. But if you say Abians are excited, I probably agree with you. That they are excited. But first of all, I would like to say that the governor-elect of Abia State, Dr. Alex Oti, OFR, never went on any inspection tour of any road. So the information that you have, that you went to inspect roads, I think that's misleading. As for the if you're talking about the tour by Julius Berger, to some of the roads, especially the Port Harcourt Road in Aba. Yes, I'm aware of that, and I think everybody is aware of it, and the media has been awash with that story. I believe that there is this, urgency, this expectation by the people, to see action, in Aba and in Abia State in general. And the urgency to rebuild Abia requires a concerted effort. So it's not only just Julius Berger that the governor-elect, Dr. Alex Oti, has been meeting or will be meeting. There are several others in the league of Julius Berger. So the people who are raising issues about the visit by Julius Berger to Port Harcourt Road should rest for now and watch things unfold.
Well, like you mentioned, that did not go down well with the PDP and, of course, the incumbent government. I don't know what you make of all of that. Is there a justification to that? They accuse the Labour Party and, of course, the governor-elect of not following the due diligence in terms of rule of engagement.
Well, nobody has awarded any projects to anybody, definitely not the governor-elect. And he has not made promises to any organization that they were going to get anything done. But the governor-elect, of course, during his campaigns, had promised the Abia people, made promises to Abia people that, things are going to be done differently, especially with regard to road projects and all the other infrastructural developments. He had made promises that reputable organizations and individuals are going to be engaged to work for the state. So what we saw JB doing, or what JB has done, is just in line with the promise that the governor-elect had made during his campaigns. So it's not like a contract has been awarded. You don't just wake up and award contract. No contract has been awarded. By the time any contract is awarded, there will be due process. But like I stated earlier, there is an urgency, to rebuild the state. And of course, one doesn't expect the governor-elect to come into office and wait for several months before he gets things started. So he's putting his house in order, knowing that the task ahead is enormous. So by the time he's eventually inaugurated on May 29th, he will hit the ground running.
Okay, let's go on to ask. I mean, it's not been long ago when Ferdinand Ekoma alleged non-cooperation between the incumbent government and, of course, that of your principal. Has things really gotten better as we speak? Is there a sense of synergy between the outgoing government and that of Dr. Alex Otti in terms of getting things done and ensuring that everybody is in the know of what is on ground going forward? Any improvement, so to say?
I really need to understand what you mean when you say that there's no collaboration between the outgoing government.
The spokesperson of Dr. Alex Otti, Ferdinand Ekoma, alleged non-cooperation between the outgoing government and that of Dr. Alex Otti, which is incoming. And I am asking if there's been an improvement in that order.
Cooperation in terms of what? In terms of handing over?
Exactly,
in terms
all of that.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah, of course. We have some of our people that the government had appointed into the transition council or committee, as they termed it. And it's natural that there would be some elements of disagreement here and there. But I believe that at the end of the day, there will be some level of understanding if only to move things forward. In a situation that we have in Abia State, where the party that is coming in is not anything that the incumbents had expected, one should expect a level of resistance coming from the incumbent, but that will not stop the incoming government or the people, the nominees from the incoming government, to ask the necessary questions about issues as they affect the state and the governance of the state. So there will be disagreements, but I believe that at the end of the day, they will reach a conclusion.
All right, before I let you go, in a press release accredited to the People's Democratic Party, it is arguing that your principal, Dr. Alex Otti, the governor-elect, is somewhat neglecting powers that be, especially that of the government as we speak, and some of the moves he's making in the state, not trying to overflow issues. I want to understand if you think it is true, or you think that is a step taken too far.
Are you still talking about the issue of Julius Berger, or what now?
Overall.
Well, I think just the same way the PDP is pointing an accusing finger at Labour Party and the governor-elect, the four other fingers are pointing back at PDP. Why is PDP so much in a haste to begin the work of the opposition? They have at least 8 years to do that. Dr. Otti had been in opposition for the past 8 years, and he did it with grace, and when he did it for the benefit of the Abia people. He held the government to account, he held the government to task, he asked critical questions about how the government and how the government was going. So PDP has, at least for the next 8 years, they have time to do their opposition work. I think they should first of all allow the governor-elect to assume office, before they begin to criticize his actions. I don't believe that the governor-elect has done anything that will warrant the kind of attack, vicious attack, I must say, that is coming from the camp of the PDP. You know, I don't think that is necessary at this time. If you want to play opposition, then you wait for the government to come into power, to come into office, and begin to do things. And so when you criticize them, then we know the basis that you are criticizing. Well, you don't just jump, wake up and jump and begin to talk about things. You drag issues, you create, you orchestrate issues, and you begin to make yourself look like a victim of your own allegation. That's not what we need in Niger State for now. I think just like the governor-elect had stated in one of his statements, PDP should maintain the peace and tone down the rhetoric of violence and the threat of violence and all that. We don't need it in the state at this time. Abia people want to move forward. Abia people are eager to move forward. Abia people are in a haste to move forward. And so PDP should calm down and wait for the incoming government to come into place before they begin their job of opposition.
Okay, let me sincerely appreciate you, Kazie Oko, a member of the media unit of the Governor-elect, Dr. Alex Uti, for speaking to us this morning on the platform, the pinnacle of all discussions. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.